Hello all, this is again Mrs. P. Swati Balaji from MGM Senior Secondary School, Sector 6 Bhilai, presenting before you again a new episode of Enriched Life with Physical Education and Sports through our own Ma Theodosius Memorial e-portal. In this episode, we are going to know about various postural deformities, the causes, the effects of postural deformities on our life, on our body, on our functioning, then prevention, how should the postural deformities be prevented, and if at all postural deformities have developed in one's body, how the physical exercises, the yogasans, various yogasans, how they are useful in correcting these postural deformities. We are going to know about this. So let's start. So first of all, we should know what a posture is. What do the posture mean actually? The posture is the way you carry your body, or the position of an individual's body while that individual is inactive or active. Active like sitting or walking or running or just lying down or sleeping. In all these activities, how that individual keeps his body, that is considered as posture. Now posture, depending upon various factors, especially the energy consumption, the load on the muscle groups, depending all these factors are categorized into two: good posture and bad posture. There is no standard norm as to what a good posture should be. The main thing is the energy consumption and the load that a specific muscle group carries while being stable in that posture, in that condition of the body, in that position of the body. That deputes whether the posture is good or bad. If energy consumption is more, if a specific muscle group is getting pressurized or getting overloaded, then those types of posture are considered as bad posture. Bad posture can bring about the following problems in the body: misalign the musculoskeletal structure, increase pressure on spine, making it more prone to injury and degeneration, cause neck, shoulder and back pain. It can decrease flexibility, affect joint movements, affect the balance, increasing the risk of falling, make harder to digest food or breathe. So these problems may arise if one is practicing a lot the bad posture. Now, bad posture means, I had already told that the position, the way we carry our body, giving much more pressure to a specific muscle group, resulting in more energy consumption of that muscle group to carry that load for a long time. So when for a long time we practice this bad posture, certain deformities may arise in our body, which are considered as postural deformities. Postural deformities are the problems in alignment of the body due to ailment or any kind of malformation in the spine, joints, bones, etc. And it hampers the overall working of an individual. Okay. What are the causes of postural deformities? The very first thing is wrong habits. When wrong habits of sitting, wrong habits of lying down, sleeping, wrong habits of walking, these are practiced, then postural deformities arise in one's body. The other causes may be disease of spinal muscles, not performing regular exercise, just sedentary lifestyle if one is leading, then that may also result in various postural deformities. then imbalanced diet, improper development of muscles. These are some more causes of postural deformities. Degenerative changes, malnutrition and illness, rickets, a kind of disease, unsuitable furniture, of course, when we use this furniture which are resulting in much more overload to a specific muscle group while sitting or while lying down, then that may also lead to various postural deformities. Then wrong standing posture, of course, when we practice such type of wrong habits while standing, that also lead to the postural deformities. Muscular or ligament weaknesses at an early stage of life, deficiency of vitamin D, phosphorus, calcium may also lead to the postural deformities. Using defaulted shoes and slippers, even the clothings, tight clothings if we are using at very tender stage of life, then that may also lead to various postural deformities. Forcing babies to walk at very early stage of life, forcing. Nowadays the parents, various parents are there who want their baby to be active, and in that attempt they try their babies to do certain functions, certain activities which are not proper at their age, at their stage of life. In that context only, when the babies are forced to walk at very tender age, at very early stage of life, then that may also lead to various postural deformities. So here we had dealt with the various causes of postural deformities. Now, after knowing about the various causes of postural deformities, how should we prevent? When we know the causes, definitely we get that idea how to prevent those. But again, let me tell you how prevention of postural deformities can be done. The very first thing is, while doing any activity, while doing the everyday activities like watching TV or studying, reading, writing, using computers, or working in the kitchen, in all these activities one should be very mindful of posture. Then always be active, stay active. Whichever kind of exercise can be done at home, little bit of, take some time to exercise daily. At least only for 10 or 15 minutes, the whole body should be given exercise. Little bit, not much more. Little exercises may help a lot to improve the posture of the body. Then maintain healthy weight. Extra weight always lead to a postural deformity. Because they naturally, when extra weight is put on, they give extra load to the muscles, to the working muscles, which may lead again to postural deformity. Then wear comfortable footwear. Even the clothing should be comfortable. They should neither be too tight or too loose. Comfortable footwear, not much more heeled footwear should be used. They should be properly fit. While walking or while running, nothing should be uncomfortable while doing any activity while wearing those footwear. Then make sure that the work surfaces are at a comfortable height for you, whether sitting in front of computer or eating meals. So these are the prevention. These are the ways through which we can prevent various postural deformities. But if at all, by knowing all the effects, by knowing all the causes, by knowing all the preventions, but if at all we see that postural deformity have developed in an individual's body, then through various exercises, through various yogasanas, through various physical activities, these postural deformities can be corrected. So here we will be telling you how various postural deformities can be corrected by exercising or doing various physical activities or the yogasanas. So let's go for it. So very first is the postural deformity, about the postural deformity related to the spinal curvature. We know our vertebral column has certain curves at it. These curves are seen at the upper neck area, at the lower abdominal area. Okay, these are the normal curves. But if due to wrong practices, due to obesity or some other causes, if these curves increase their curvature, if we see certain increase in the curvature at these areas, then they are considered as spinal curvature, as postural deformities. The very first spinal curvature, the postural deformity which we are going to tell is lordosis. Lordosis is that condition where the vertebral column at the lower back region, it protrudes out towards the abdomen. Okay, so when lordosis has developed in somebody's body, then the various physical exercises which are helpful to correct this are as follows. The very first yogasana that is helpful is halasana. Halasana, plow posture. Plow posture, we know. How do we perform plow posture? Just lie down in supine position and put both the palms on floor besides the waist, and lifting up both the feet. Bring the feet towards the head without bending the knee, and try to touch the floor beyond the head. This is the plow posture. This plow pose helps a lot in the lordosis. Then another is naukasana. Naukasana or boat pose. Boat pose, again it is performed because whatever activity we want to, if we want to correct lordosis, whatever activity we do, it should be opposite to the curve, to correct the curve, to flatten the curve. The abnormal curve that has developed, to flatten it, to bring it to the normal position, we have to do certain activities which suppress those curves. So naukasana again proves to be another yogasana which will be helpful in lordosis. In naukasana, what we do? We lie down again in the supine position. Supine position means lie down on the back and put the feet together and lifting up the feet and the upper body together. Bring both the hands towards the feet. This pose is known as naukasana. So if naukasana is practiced regularly, it will be very helpful in correcting lordosis. The other exercise, alternate toe touching. Alternate toe touching, bending in front without bending the knee. Alternate, through your right hand touch the left foot, through your left hand touch the right foot. Alternately this has to be done for some time. Okay, so all these activities, they are very helpful in correcting lordosis. Some other exercises are: sit down and extend your legs forward and try to touch the forehead to the knee. This will also help in correcting lordosis. Lie down on your back and raise the head and legs simultaneously 10 times. This will also help in lordosis. Okay. Now the other postural deformity, again a spinal curvature, is kyphosis, about which we'll be telling you next. Kyphosis is also known as round back. Round back is that condition, or kyphosis is that condition in which the vertebral column develops a protruding out structure like a hump. That's why it is known as round back. Round back and round shoulder, again this should be very nicely noted down. These are two different postural deformities. Round back is the deformity of vertebral column, and round shoulder is the deformity of the shoulder region, of the shoulder. The shoulders, they hang down, they just bend down, bent shoulders. These are round shoulders, and here we will be dealing with the kyphosis. So the corrective exercises for kyphosis, again the exercises or activities or the yoga poses, yogasanas, which are opposing the abnormal curve to suppress it. So in this, the very first yogasana which is helpful is bhujangasana or cobra pose. Cobra pose is very much helpful in correcting both, even this kyphosis and the round shoulder even. What is bhujangasana? Bhujangasana, in this a person lies down in prone position, means on the stomach, okay, and keeping both the hands, both the feet together and both the hands near the shoulder, raise the upper body, pulling the head back. This pose is known as bhujangasana. This is very helpful in correcting the postural deformity, which is kyphosis. Likewise, another yogasana which is helpful in kyphosis is dhanurasana. What is dhanurasana? Dhanurasana means, again in prone position, the individual lies down and lifting up both the legs together from the floor and upper body. The individual tries to catch hold the ankles, keeping the knees straight. This is known as naukasana. This is also very much helpful in kyphosis. Another is chakrasana. Again in prone position, the individual lies down, keeping both the palms at the neck area, near the neck, and with both the feet, bringing both the feet together near the buttock. The body is lifted up. The middle body, the whole body is lifted up, getting the support of both the palms and both the feet, lifted up from the floor. This is known as chakrasana. It is also very helpful in correcting kyphosis. Other activities, other exercises, like bend the head backwards while standing. Sit on the chair. The hips should be touching the back of the chair. Hold your hands each other from behind and stretch backwards. This is also a very good physical activity to correct kyphosis. So these all things about kyphosis, how to correct it. Now, another spinal curvature, that is known as scoliosis. Scoliosis is again a vertebral column deformity in which the curves are formed in C shape or S shape towards either right side of the body or right side of the vertebral column or the left side of the vertebral column, because of which the body, upper body, is bent towards either left or right side. This type of postural deformity is known as where the body is slightly bent either towards left or right. Bent means towards from the shoulder above the waist. The upper body gets bent towards either right side or left side. This is known as scoliosis. It is also a vertebral column deformity or the spinal curvature deformity is considered. The very best exercise to correct scoliosis is hanging on the horizontal bar. Hanging brings back the vertebral column, if practiced regularly, brings back the vertebral column to its normal condition, normal position, correcting the curves that are formed either at the right side or the left side of the vertebral column. The bend is corrected through hanging. This is the best exercise to correct the scoliosis. Then swinging exercise like in Roman rings, either on the horizontal bar or Roman rings. When the body is hung or swung, they also correct the scoliosis. Even the swimming using breaststroke, especially breaststroke, this will also correct the scoliosis. Okay, so these were the exercises for scoliosis. Now another postural deformity which is known as knock knee. Knock knee is that condition, is that postural deformity in which the knees, they are close to each other in such a manner that simply while standing or while walking, the knees knock each other, they touch each other. So for this knock knee, the very best exercise is horse riding. Horse riding brings back the knees to its normal position, normal condition. Other exercise is Padmasana. Padmasana, sitting for a few minutes regularly, will bring the knees back to its normal condition, normal position. Another yogasana is Gomukhasana. Gomukhasana is another yogasana which is helpful in correcting knock knees. The other exercise for knock knee is keeping pillow in between the two knees and walking for some time. This also helps to remove the postural deformity known as the last postural deformity, which is flat foot. Flat foot, a newborn baby, when takes birth, every newborn baby is flat footed. It is the course of development which develops an arch in everybody's feet. But if because of certain reasons, because of wrong footwear or obesity or weaknesses or deficiency of vitamin D, calcium, phosphorus, whatever be the reason, if flat foot develops, then these flat foot is again the condition of the foot where the arch is missing. The arch formation doesn't take place, then such feet are considered as flat feet. It is also a postural deformity. So to correct this flat foot postural deformity, the very best exercise is walking barefoot on the sand. Very effective, very helpful to cure the flat foot. The other exercise which is helpful in curing flat foot is giving pressure to the feet, one by one to each foot, by rolling a tennis ball through the feet. This is a very good exercise which is helpful to cure the flat foot. Another, skipping, the best one. Skipping helps to cure or correct the flat foot. To bring back the foot arch, skipping helps a lot. Then alternate walking on toes and heels also help in bringing back the foot arch. So these are certain exercises which are very much helpful in curing flat foot. So in this episode, what we had dealt, about posture we had known, the the categories of good posture and bad posture we had known, effects of bad posture we had known, causes of bad posture we had known, then postural deformities, and then correction through physical exercises, yogasanas and activities, physical activities. I hope you all will love this. Please do like and share and comment for this episode of Enrich Life and Physical Education, which was based on postural deformities and physical exercises. See you all. Till then, goodbye. Stay safe. Stay healthy.